As the world sides with India on the matter of the LAC standoff with China, Pakistan too is trying to woo nations on its side. Pakistan Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi on Thursday called his Russian counterpart Sergei Lavrov and expressed Islamabad's desire to forge a long-term and multi-dimensional partnership with Moscow. The call comes just a few days ahead of the crucial trilateral between India, Russia and China. Is Pakistan now feeling left out? Amidst the strained relations between China and the US, is Pakistan shifting focus to Russia? Is the big question we're going to look at. Let's bring in our special guest. Bhashpati Mukherjee, former diplomat, is joining us live. Commodore G.J. Singh, defense analyst, will be joining us shortly. Pramitpal Chaudhary, foreign affairs editor of the Hindustan Times, will also be with us in just a bit. And Sumit Peer, political analyst, is also joining us live on the broadcast. Bhashpati Mukherjee, let me begin with you first. Your take on this interesting development that is taking place of Pakistan actually reaching out to Russia, coming at a time, Bhashpati Mukherjee, of course, just some days ahead of that Russia-India-China meeting, coming at a time when China and India have just had this standoff at the border, and coming at a time when China's relationships are frayed with the US, and so, of course, are Pakistan's.
Well, first of all, let us remember that the Russians would not like to have a strained relationship between India and China. It's not in their interest because they are trying to develop alliances which would check US influence in this region, a kind of counter to the Quad. So in their perception, India and China both have a very important role to play. So if there is huge tension between India and China, that does not suit Russia's medium-term and long-term strategic interests. As far as Pakistan is concerned, they have been trying for a while, ever since we warmed up to the West and to the Americans, and in particular when our strategic partnership warmed up, and the Americans also made some pretty tough statements about terrorism emanating from Pakistan, etc. They tried to utilize the anxiety of the Russians in this situation to try and move closer. But we took steps over the past year and a half, and today the India-Russia equation is very strong. I am confident that regardless of whatever Qureshi says, and Qureshi maybe should be better advised to attend to the coronavirus pandemic back home in Pakistan, that is reaching very alarming proportions. So instead of trying to fish in troubled waters, which is what he loves to do, he should look at his domestic constituency. I am not at all concerned about Qureshi's moves. I do believe that the Russians are right now, as we speak, trying to see whether they can do something to help, because they would like these trilaterals to be a success. We have many arrangements which involve Russia and China, and these are strategic arrangements, and they would naturally be affected if the relationship is badly damaged. So,
okay.
My take
That's
is
an interesting point. So before I get in, Sumit, on the Pakistan-Russia angle, so Bhashpati Mukherjee, what you're clearly saying is obviously Russia is going to attempt this rapprochement between India and China. Could we expect that to be raised at the fora available to them in this visit of Defense Minister Rajnath Singh to Russia in the days ahead?
It's bound to happen, because there are always, in these kind of meetings, there are one-to-ones with no record takers, only one interpreter present. They're bound to raise it, of course. And they are bound to also assure us that because the Russians, let's not forget, actually have a very troubled relationship with the Chinese, because they are afraid that these hordes of Chinese are going to move over and occupy their unoccupied territories on the Sino-Russian border. The Russians also have a troubled history vis-a-vis China. They believe that the Chinese cannot be trusted, and they are very wary of Chinese efforts to increase their territory. So whatever they may say in public, any effort by China to try and expand or grab territory anywhere is not going to meet with Russian approval. The Russians would play ball as long as they settle their boundary issues with China. But now there is a real fear, and it's always articulated by Russians when they meet Indians at a very high level, that they are afraid of these Chinese hordes sitting on their border. Yes,
okay.
It's a very real fear.
Sumit Peer, let me bring you in here. What is Pakistan trying to do? Is Pakistan trying to fish in troubled waters? What really explains this sudden phone call by the Pakistani foreign minister to his Russian counterpart?
I think, Uday, if you look at Pakistan, I will say Begani Shadi mein Abdullah Diwana. I don't know what the hell is Qureshi doing by calling Russia. What is he going to get out of it? Look at the economics of it. Now, Russia is 1.66 trillion economy. Pakistan is 0.28 trillion economy. Now, Pakistan only looks for aid. Russia looks for trade because the two things which Russia sells is weapons and oil. Pakistan has money to buy none. If you read recently, just 2 days back on NewsX, you broke a story that India is going to buy 33 Sukhois and MiG-29s. A Sukhoi is $80 to $100 million and a MiG-29 is around $15 to $20 million. If you do the mathematics, we are almost going to buy $1.25 to $1.5 billion of equipment or warplanes from Asia at the drop of a hat. Look at our friend Pakistan, not friend, look at our neighbor Pakistan. When we had coronavirus, they went begging to IMF to get $1.25 billion of loan to buy bandages and the hand sanitizers. Qureshi is literally grade crashing. He's trying to be seen relevant and maybe his Chinese bosses called him up. Bola, bhaiya, ek zara phone karna Russia ko. That is what he's doing because Russia cannot trade with Pakistan. Pakistan doesn't have money. There are no advantages vis-a-vis border with Russia. So what is Pakistan going to get out of Russia? Russia doesn't have enough money to give you aid. You have no money to do trade with them. You have no money to buy weapons. And you know what, however amount of money, look at $4.25 billion, our S-400 deal, utna to Pakistan ka forex reserve nahi hai, sir. So what are they going to do? I really see it, it's like a big man's marriage and Qureshi is walking in and saying, sir, I'm also here.
What are you reading into it? Pramit Pal Chaudhary, what are you reading into this phone call? Because, the timing is very interesting. It comes, as I was telling Bashpati Mukherjee earlier, just a few days before the Russia-India-China trilateral. It comes at a time when obviously there has been this face-off between China and India. Russia would want, friendship once again between the two countries of India and China. They're going to perhaps raise that, is Bashpati Mukherjee's reading. But what explains Pakistan suddenly jumping and calling up Sergei Lavrov? Sumit Peer was baffled by it. Are you as well, Pramit? What are you reading into it?
The Pakistanis have wooed the Russians on and off every few years. As the others have correctly mentioned, they don't have very much to offer to the Russians. The primary thing right now that the Russians are interested in with Pakistan has more to do with the potential withdrawal of US troops from Afghanistan. And like the Americans, the Russians believe that the Russians, for example, are big advocates that the Afghan government have negotiations with the Taliban. And they also believe, like the Americans, for example, that that the Pakistanis will have to be the country to work with in any future structure in Afghanistan in which the Taliban are powerful. So that is about the only card Pakistan right now has to play with the Russians. The Russians did try to sell them, as you may remember, a few years ago, military helicopters. But they ran into two problems, as has been mentioned. Pakistan had no money. And basically said, you have to give us money, you have to loan us the money to buy the helicopters. But also, I think the Russians also got a very stern measure warning from India that if you go down the path of providing weapons to Pakistan, which are used against Indians, the Indo-Russian relationship will suffer. You will lose contracts. And given the imbalance between what India provides them especially in terms of money, the Russians quickly walked away from that path. But the Pakistanis like to pretend that they can play these kind of games. But as I said, the only card they have to play right now is Afghanistan.
Okay, interesting. Bhashpati Mukherjee, why don't you respond to that? About what Pramit Pal Chaudhary just said, but also going forward, with the kind of statements you've heard from India and China in the last 24 hours, what will be India's reaction and response to Russia if they do try and breach the China issue in Moscow?
They will never raise it in public. That's not how they do business. These are very seasoned diplomats. If they are going to raise anything with us, It will be 1-to-1 with just an interpreter present.
Okay.
That's it. So, but yes, as I said, privately they are very concerned because it doesn't suit them at all. Because any measure by the Chinese which strengthens India's position vis-a-vis the West and within the Quad, or which strengthens the possibility of India moving closer to the West, which would affect the dynamics between India, Russia and China, is not in Russia's interest at all. So they would do everything in their power to try and patch up because they see the Russia-China-India equation very differently from the West. They see it as a counterpoise to the West. So if it's going to get badly damaged and India will move closer to the Quad and to the West, that does not suit Russia's interests.
Okay.
Because they see the West as hostile and trying to break them up. So it doesn't suit their interests at all. But
Okay.
no, they will never raise it in public.
Final question, Sumit Peer, to you before we take a break. Russia will never choose Pakistan over India either. Isn't that correct? I think, yes.
That is absolutely correct, Uday, because the economics, mathematics, relation and 50 years of association prove that. And look at one important point. See the amount of Russian equipment we hold in India. If you look at 10 years AMC maintenance and spares only, that is much more than the GDP of Pakistan. So it doesn't make any sense for Russians to cozy up with Pakistanis. Pakistanis are literally virtually gate crashing. If I pick up a phone and call somebody, nobody is going to bang and keep his phone down. That is what, Russians have been courteous enough to talk to Qureshi. I look at that.
Absolutely.
Beyond that, Qureshi is of no use to them.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.